Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with the top story. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has concluded the high-level week of the 80th anniversary of United Nations General Assembly in New York. On the sidelines, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met with Canadian counterpart Anita Anand. The minister termed the appointment of envoys to Delhi and Ottawa as a welcome step to rebuild ties between the two countries. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh attended a national seminar organised jointly by Indian Tri-Services in New Delhi on Tuesday. The conclave is themed Fostering Greatness, Greater Jointness, Synergy through Shared Learning. Addressing the gathering, Rajnath Singh emphasised the critical need for integration among the armed forces for national security and operational effectiveness. India Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan on Tuesday attended the inauguration of the scientific session for the Military Nursing Service Centenary celebrations. The MNS is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. General Chauhan also inaugurated the VR Centenary Museum of the Military Nursing Services, showcasing the role played by the forces in protecting the nation. Speaking during the event, General Anil Chauhan highlighted the valour, sacrifices and dedication of Indian Military Nursing Services and its role in saving lives and boosting morale of the armed forces. India and the European Union will hold the next round of negotiations for a drought-free trade agreement in Brussels from October 6th to 10th. The High Commission of India in London has strongly condemned the shameful act of vandalism of the statue of Mahatma Gandhi at Tavistock Square and said it has taken this up strongly with local authorities. President Draupadi Murmu on Tuesday visited the residence of Vijay Kumar Malhotra and paid her last respects. BJP veteran leader passed away at 94. Prime Minister Modi expressed deep grief over the passing away of Vijay Kumar Malhotra. In a post, PM said that Vijay Kumar Malhotra distinguished himself as an outstanding leader who had a very good understanding of people's issues. PM paid tributes to Vijay Kumar Malhotra at his residence and expressed condolences to his family. Vijay Kumar Malhotra passed away on Tuesday and was the first president of the Delhi BJP. India's Union Minister for Culture, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, took centre stage at UNESCO's Mondia Conference in Barcelona, where over 150 ministers of culture participated from all over the world. Minister Shekhawat held a string of bilateral meetings with his counterparts from many nations from across the globe, including Iran, Norway, Greece, Colombia, Japan and Spain. India's Department of Biotechnology through BIRAC has signed an MOU with Uttar Pradesh's Pharma Promote Council to boost the state's pharma sector. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh praised the collaboration, highlighting India's growing role in biotechnology and innovation. A deepfake video of Ladakh's DGP Dr. S.D. Singh making false claim about Sonam Wangchuk's arrest is circulating online on social media. PIB has fact-checked the circulated video and officials have confirmed that a DGP never made such statements. President Draupadi Murmu extended her greetings to the citizens living in India and abroad on the occasion of Durga Puja. The President said this festival symbolizes the country's culture, faith and spiritual heritage. Prime Minister Modi greeted everyone on the auspicious occasion of Mahashtami. In a post on social media, Prime Minister wished that may this sacred occasion brings happiness, peace and excellent health into everyone's life. PM Modi will participate in the centenary celebrations of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh as the chief guest on Wednesday in New Delhi. PM will release a commemorative postage stamp and coin. India's Union Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu inaugurated the Udan Yatri Cafe at Vijayawada International Airport, aiming to offer affordable meals to passengers. Indian indices ended on a flat note on Tuesday. At close, the Sensex was down 97.32 points at 80,267.62. And the Nifty was down 23.80 points at 24,611.10. The Indian rupee on Tuesday fell 4 paise to close at 88.79 against the US dollar. Gold prices reached a record high with international spot prices crossing $3,800 an ounce for the first time. In India, gold futures maturing on October 3rd was priced at 1,14,942 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for December 5 maturity stood at 1,40,682 rupees per kg on the MCX. Moody's ratings affirmed India's long-term local and foreign currency issuer ratings and the local currency senior unsecured rating at Bar 3 with a stable outlook on the back of robust economic growth and sound external position. Brent crude oil fell on Tuesday and was priced at $67.42 per barrel. YouTube has agreed to pay $22 million to settle a lawsuit filed by US President Donald Trump after it suspended his account over the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. The International Monetary Fund has cautioned Sri Lanka that its debt restructuring gains will only last if it maintains fiscal discipline and strengthens institutions. The White House on Monday released a 20-point plan for ending the conflict in Gaza, releasing hostages held by Hamas and outlining the Palestinian enclave's future. Assuming both sides agree to a detailed list of conditions, the end of fighting will be accompanied by the release of all Israeli hostages, both dead and alive, within 72 hours of Israel publicly accepting the deal. US President Donald Trump met Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday. Speaking at a joint press conference, Trump said that Netanyahu had agreed to back the US-sponsored Gaza peace proposal and hopes Hamas militants would also accept it. Netanyahu endorsed Trump's proposal to end the conflict in Gaza, describing it as a critical step towards peace. Prime Minister Modi welcomed President Trump's announcement of a comprehensive plan to end the Gaza conflict. 8 Arab countries, including Egypt, Jordan, the United Arab Emirates and Turkey, in a joint statement welcomed Trump and his efforts aiming at ending the conflict in Gaza. Our leaders in Europe and Asia praised Donald Trump's efforts and leadership to end the conflict in Gaza. Leaders like EU chief and others from Italy, France, Canada and Australia hailed Trump's plan. In a trilateral phone call hosted by US President Donald Trump, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu apologized Qatar for strikes against Hamas in Doha. During the call, Trump expressed his desire to improve Israeli-Qatar relations. Qatar Prime Minister welcomed these assurances and emphasized Qatar's readiness to continue contributing meaningfully to regional security efforts. Federal shutdown looms in US after Trump's talks with Democrats failed to yield any breakthrough. On Monday, the Senate is expected to vote on the House passed bill to extend government funding on Tuesday to avert a shutdown. US Vice President J.D. Vance, after a White House meeting with congressional leadership on Monday, said he thought the US government would shut down due to lack of agreement between Republicans and Democrats. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries called Republican proposals on health care a 5-alarm fire. On Monday, Trump ordered a 10% tariff on foreign softwood lumber and timber and 25% tariff on kitchen cabinets, vanities and upholstered wooden furniture. New rates are set to go into effect from October 14th. At least 3 people were killed while 38 others are feared trapped after an under-construction building of a boarding school compound collapsed in Indonesia's East Java province on Monday. Rescue team worked through the night and rescued around 99 people. Rescue efforts are underway on Tuesday and death toll is expected to rise. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro said on Monday that he is ready to declare a state of emergency over the threat of U.S. aggression. Madagascar's President André Rajoelina on Monday sacked his government following days of deadly unrest which the United Nations said has left at least 22 people dead. Former South Korean Prime Minister Han Duck-soo on Tuesday attended the first hearing of his trial on charges of abetting former President Yoon Suk-yeol's failed imposition of martial law. Afghanistan's internet and mobile telephone services were down nationwide on Tuesday as officials cited morality concerns. Alright, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News on DD India.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. Some more stories. India's capital Delhi on Tuesday witnessed a change in weather with partly cloudy skies and intermittent rain in some areas. Temperatures are expected to fluctuate, offering temporary relief from the ongoing heat. The India Met Department has issued nationwide rain alerts, including red warnings for Kutch, Saurashtra, Mumbai and Pune districts. Authorities have urged residents to remain cautious as heavy rainfall continues across these regions. Heavy rain with thunderstorms is forecast for many south and northeastern states of India, including Andaman and Nicobar. According to IMD, light to moderate rainfall is expected over the next 2-3 days in western regions. North Indian states of Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir are likely to experience thunderstorms with lightning in the coming days. Wildfires have destroyed about a third of Namibia's Etosha National Park, covering roughly 20,000 square kilometers. The blaze, suspected to have started from charcoal production on nearby farms, prompted 500 soldiers to help contain it. Heavy rains hit Spain's Zaragoza and Valencia on Monday, flooding streets and prompting dozens of rescues. Cleanup began overnight as locals dealt with mud and debris. Valencia, Tarragona and Castellón remain on red alert, with Spain's weather agency warning of extraordinary danger nearly a year after deadly floods. Typhoon Bualoy hit central Vietnam on Monday, bringing heavy rain, strong winds and waves up to 8 meters high. Roads flooded, roofs were damaged and over 100,000 houses were affected. At least 19 people have died and 21 remain missing after Typhoon Bualoy struck central Vietnam, causing floods and crop damage. Over 10,000 hectares of rice fields were submerged. 88 people were injured. A fishing competition took place in Antalya's Kumluja district, Turkey, attracting 250 amateur anglers. Participants set out of 75 boats into the Mediterranean Sea to compete over 2 days. Morocco's financial capital Casablanca hosted a 10-kilometer race with over 10,000 runners from various age groups. The event drew a diverse crowd of participants and spectators, reflecting widespread interest in running and outdoor sports in the city. Archaeologists discovered extraordinary artifact dating back to 4,500 years in Troy, an ancient city and archaeological site in Turkey. These treasures will be displayed at the Troy Museum near the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Colombia's Cali is going to be the international epicenter of sustainability for 7 days at the start of Biodiversity Week 2025, an event expected to bring together more than 60,000 participants and delegations from 17 countries. In Mongolia, pigeon racing is gaining popularity through the Mongolian Racing Pigeon Association, with birds flying up to 400 kilometers at speeds of 120 kilometers an hour. In Jammu and Kashmir, a mega public outreach camp was organized at Sangarwani as part of the ongoing Seva Parv celebrations. The event brought a wide range of government departments and services under one roof. Third Basoli festival began in Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua district with focus on the traditions of Ramayana. The event will honor local folk artists, artisans and littérateurs. Telangana's Sarur Nagar Stadium hosted a spectacular Bathukamma festival. The event achieved 2 Guinness World Records for the largest Bathukamma and the largest gathering of singing and dance performances. On Mahashtami, devotees offered prayers to Ma Mahagauri across India with large gatherings seen at Mumba Devi Temple in Mumbai and Belur Mutt. In Delhi, the Chitranjan Park Durga Puja committee marked its 50th year with a pandal inspired by Satyajit Ray's film Sonar Kela. The grand setup featuring Goddess Durga with Lord Ganesha drew large crowds during the ongoing Shardiya Navratri festivities. Celebrating its golden jubilee, a unique Mitti pandal was set up this year, honoring Mother Earth during Durga Puja festival. In Darjeeling, a Durga Puja pandal was themed on China Hote Uma, highlighting the issue of human trafficking of children and girls. Durga Puja celebrations in Odisha's Mayurbhanja are drawing huge crowds, with the Takhatpur Pandal becoming a major attraction, offering devotees a rich spiritual and cultural experience. In Bihar's Patna, a Durga Puja Pandal themed on the Pahalgam terror attack titled Operation Sindoor honored victims and highlighted India's military strength and resilience. In Raipur's Mana area, a Durga Puja Pandal inspired by Delhi's Akshardham temple has become the main attraction, drawing huge crowds with its grand design and intricate motifs. Paris Fashion Week kicked off on Monday. The Paris show run over 9 days through October 7, following New York, London and Milan. Bollywood icon Aishwarya Rai captivated audiences as she walked the ramp at Paris Fashion Week during a public show on Monday. A retrospective on designer Virgil Abloh opened in Paris on Tuesday. The exhibition titled Virgil Abloh, The Coats showcases his work across 2 decades. Puerto Rican star Bad Bunny will headline the halftime show at the next Super Bowl. The singer will join a growing list of Latino artists who have performed at the Super Bowl, including Colombian singer Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. Italian fashion house Giorgio Armani unveiled the last collection personally worked on by its lead designer and founder at Brera Art Museum in Milan. The much-awaited trailer of George Clooney and Adam Sandler's J. Kelly is out. The movie is directed by the Oscar Award nominee Noah Baumbach. The makers of The Simpsons movie announced the next installment in this movie franchise. It is slated to release in theaters on July 23, 2027. The promotional event for Rishabh Shetty's film Kantara Chapter 1, which was scheduled in Chennai on September 30th, has been cancelled due to the Karur stampede. Indian filmmaker Prasar Bharati has released the first look picture of actor Akshay Khanna from his upcoming movie Mahakali. The actor looks unrecognizable in the new poster. The trailer of Indian horror comedy The Raja Saab is out. It stars Prabhas as a hypnotist travelling to a past kingdom. The trailer features jump scares, a haunted house and a supernatural activities. Sports now. The ICC Women's Cricket World Cup kicked off on Tuesday with host India facing Sri Lanka in the opening match in Guwahati. India will aim to break their trophy drought on their home soil as they finished runners-up in 2005 and 2017. Seven-time champions Australia will be eager to launch their title defence with a statement effort against a strong and experienced New Zealand in the Women's World Cup on Wednesday. Australia's star all-rounder Glenn Maxwell was on Tuesday ruled out of the three-match T20I series against New Zealand with a fractured wrist. Nepal cricket team on Monday scripted history, defeating West Indies by 90 runs in the second T20I in Sharjah for their first ever series win against a full member across formats. Ranked 18th in the world, Nepal, who had never played a T20 series against a full member nation before this week, have won the three-match series with a game to spare. The Pakistan Cricket Board has suspended all no-objection certificates for players who want to participate in T20 leagues outside Pakistan with reason yet unknown. Indian para-athlete Yogesh Kathunia on Tuesday won silver medal in men's discus throw F56 event at the World Para-Athletic Championships 2025 in New Delhi. 26-year-old India's para-athlete Rinku won his maiden World Championships title in men's javelin F46 event with a meet record throw of 66.37 meter on Monday. Legendary athlete and global icon Carl Lewis on Tuesday was announced the international event ambassador for the upcoming Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon to take place on October 12th in New Delhi. French Tennis Federation on Monday announced that French Open will continue to use line judges for next year's event at Roland Garros. Chelsea will welcome Jose Mourinho back to Stamford Bridge when they face Benfica in the Champions League on Tuesday. Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso urged his side to shift focus to their Champions League campaign as they prepare to face debutants Karath Almaty in Kazakhstan on Tuesday. Bayern Munich will not underestimate Cypriot host Pafos FC as they face them in Champions League clash on Tuesday. Liverpool is set to face Galatasaray in a highly anticipated UEFA Champions League match on Thursday at Anfield. Alright, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.